What's going on, everybody? It's CryptoVision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out PNG per subscriber request. So if you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more. If you have questions or concerns, or you want me to cover different assets, drop those in the comments as well. I appreciate it. So we got PNG here on the weekly, and this is just a vertical move to the downside. I mean, this is crazy. Down through here, I mean, we had 5.8 marked out a while ago. What was the last time we made a PNG video? I think it was a little bit ago. Let me check. November 3rd and through here. So right around here. So Monday, November 3rd. So right here. We had we had some price targets to the downside, that 6.6 level. I mean, tried to close right on it. You had a freaking crazy wick. Now, how much was that percentage of a wick? 44% wick, and then you came right back down, right? Nothing has been sustained. But we had this 5.8 level. We're at 5.5 now. Right, I mean, this thing has just been oversold. This thing has been slammed down. Yeah, you're about to hit that oversold zone. I think you get oversold at this point. You got a red dot on the weekly. I think PNG gets oversold. Yeah, so brace for, I don't want to say lower prices, but just either, we'll get into it. But, you did have the cross through here. That was pretty bad for you. Right, overall, like what are we in right now? I mean, this obviously is the C wave. I mean, this couldn't be more obvious, right? This is your C wave. Right, I mean, you got like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, 1. Like a 2. Yeah, you have like a 1, 2. Oh, I mean, 3, 4, 5, possibly. Right, possibly that could be it, right? I mean, and this is on the weekly, right? This is on the weekly. Yeah, this looks like, I mean, you kind of got a 1, 2 right through here. So you come up through here, you finish off. Right, so you got like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Kind of like a 1, 2, 3. I don't think that's a 4. Maybe this is your whole 3 right here. You got to come down for a 4th and then go back down and get another 5th. So let's take a look. Let's see. It's getting down there in market cap, right? $12 million market cap. This thing is getting. I would be lying if I told you that it's very close to. I mean, 12 million. It's gone down 50%. This thing's got to bounce soon, or you're looking at bad things for PNG. I try to keep everything honest. I try to be direct, and overall, right, it looks like it's running out of steam to the downside. I mean, this thing has been to the downside for weeks, right? Just weeks and weeks and weeks. If this was like a chart to the upside, right, I mean, it looks like it looks like it's slowly, you had this move right here, and this is kind of just leaking down. Now it's just kind of leaking, but let's see. It's just like a 1, 2. I mean, you hit your 1.618. Let me see if this is the most accurate. 1, 2. Maybe come down right through there. Come up right through there. Yeah, you bounce on your 618. Essentially, bouncing on the 1.618. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. The one. I mean, your 1886, your 2, down through here. I mean that's like worst case scenario. Honestly, that's like worst case scenario. That would, right, where are you right now? You're right, like right here. That'd take you down 47%. That would put you at about a $6 million market cap. That would be very low, right? That'd be very, very, very low. It is to the 1618, so it has officially, and it has, you know, provided a move to the downside for your third wave, right? So essentially, this could be your, 1, 2, 3. You're looking for a possible fourth wave move, and then something like that. You could do that. Could do it like this, then go. All right, let's get some levels up in here. Just the overall move from this low. I just don't know if that's the high. Right, that 1120 right through there. Or I don't know if that's the low. Sorry about that. That's 618. Okay. Something like that. I mean, this thing is so 31 cents. That thing is that's so far. That is so far. Right, and then, right, for a reversal, I mean, I gotta see for a reversal. At this point, I'm gonna go from a low to the high. Wow. I mean, and that 382, that 31 cent, 12. That's just so far away. I just don't think that's a logical area to say, oh, once you've crossed 38 cents, you're going higher. I mean, that's freaking, you know what I mean? That's 500% away. Like, obviously, you're up 500%, right? So, mathematically, just your normal retracement levels, just because it has sold off so much. I kind of want to use a different, right? Because I don't even know if this is the low. I'm kind of just spitballing right now, if I'm being honest. Let me use this low, this high. Pardon me. $786. It's still I think I'm just gonna leave these areas right now. This 12 area, and I'll throw something in like right through here. That just makes the most sense to me at this point. At this point, it really does, right? I mean, I'm really looking at this close right through here, and at this, support through here, right? So a little bit of support right there, like a small, you got like a small bounce right there. So some areas right in through there, right? Lower prices at 2. I mean, I would like to give you guys a better price range, of this overall. Because we were looking at 5.8. The fact that 5.8 broke, like that was kind of an area that I was really looking to see PNG bounce from, but it did not. So let's go from here, from this low through right here. Let's take this right through here to here. That 1272 is at that 5.7 mark. That's what we had marked. 5.7, 5.8. That's just not, that's not an error. Oh, it's closed right below there. The 1.4 is at 3.5 or 3.9 cents. Let me take this to this low through here. That's at the 2. That 2.272 is at 4.2. I think I like that better than 2.6. I mean, obviously, but I just, at this point, right? I mean, it's not looking the greatest, right? It's really not, especially when we rejected up through this 12 cent area. When we were tracking it, when it rejected up there, that was kind of, an omen for a lot of cryptos. But the fact that it's so oversold, I mean, it's at almost negative 100. I mean, this is the lowest it's ever been. A lot of cryptos are. I do think this is going to bounce off the oversold zone. I do on the weekly. I do. I really do. So, it's not much lower, but it's still a lot lower from even if you got in at lows, you're still underwater because, overall this thing has dropped, 93%. So even if you got in at even if you're trying to be responsible and you got in at an 88% premium, right? So let's say you got in at 9 cents, which is, valid, right? I mean, you're down, you didn't FOMO in, you got in at low prices. You'd still be down almost 50% now. So I feel for the people that have done that have tried to be responsible and try to buy at support, and it just has kept dipping. Because that sucks, right? You're doing what you should be doing. You're being responsible. You're not buying at FOMO levels. You're buying at low levels of a C wave, right? I mean, you have lower lows, right? You have a clear 3-wave structure, and then it just keeps going, right? It keeps going, and I think it's going to be coming to an end not shortly, but I do think it's going to be coming to an end. For a lot of cryptos, I have like next week being a big week. This week trying to get out of the gutters, as you may, term it or deem it. But a lot of cryptos by next week, trying to do something, right? Trying to flip and do something, because at this point there's only so much you can do to the downside. I mean, a lot of people have said, we've been in a bull market. I think this past year, I think 2025 has been a bear market. I know it's weird to say. I know some cryptos have done really well. I think we've been in a Bitcoin bull market, and I think some cryptos have done well. But in terms of a bull market, it's not just PNG, right? It's a lot of cryptos that have. It's not the amount that they've gone down, which they've gone down a lot, but it's the time that they've gone down. They have gone down for, this is 89 bars, 623 days this thing has gone down. There's no way that's 623. Yeah, it's February 2024. Yeah, 623 days this thing has gone down. So over 2 years, right? It's just going down. I know you have pumps right through here, but this is a B wave, right? A bull market is the opposite of this. Right, a bull market is, you're like down through here, you buy, and then, you go like you're going up, you're going up, you're going up, right? You're going up. That's a bull market where you're going up. The trend is up. The trend hasn't been up for a lot of cryptos for a long time, and so, when a lot of people a lot of people right now are saying we're about to enter a bear market, and I think we've been in a bear market for altcoins. Bitcoin, on the other hand, could go into a retracement possibly to the 113s, 117s, a retracement, and then start its bear market. But altcoins, I think, haven't really done a lot. There's been a select few, right? I don't want to discredit the XRPs, the XLMs, the Zcashes, and the I know I'm missing a ton. The Doge did pretty well, and Ethereum went down to $1,200. It went down almost 70%, 60%. So a lot of things have been going down, right? It's not just PNG, but PNG at a $12 million market cap just has me concerned for it just has me concerned for just the overall health of the asset, and if it can survive, right? If it can survive, right? So there's one additional, I think two additional. Is this one on the weekly and daily? Yeah. So this is the one that was on here for a while, for on the daily. Right, we were tracking it. We've been tracking PNG for a while, and you had this false breakout. Where did we? Right through here, right? Started covering it. I think my first video was like through here. I think it was like September-ish. And you had this like false breakout where you came up, and from this point, really, from this rejection off the 200, it really hasn't been great for it. You were resting along this for a while, but honestly, it's been getting oversold for a long time. Been living down through here, right? Living down through here for a bit, right? Since September 22nd, right? All down through here. Is there bullish divergence? There is bullish divergence, right? It's not just, I made a video on XLM. It has a ton of bullish divergence. I checked out Crow, has bullish divergence. Right, this is bullish divergence, right? So when you get, right, you're obviously getting lower lows in price, right? Lower lows in price, and you're getting higher lows in RSI. Okay, that's good. That's what you want. That's what you want to see. So what needs to happen is you need to come down through here, bounce right on the 29 level, bounce right there, and then go. Or you just kind of come down a little bit and go. Don't take this low out, because then you're taking out your bullish divergence, right? Can we spot an area with bullish divergence? Like a big move with bullish divergence. Possibly through here somewhere. Right through here. Bullish divergence. Right, you got a lower low in price, higher low in RSI. All right. That's bullish divergence. That's what you need. That's something that you need right there. All right, something that you need. You didn't take out your low on your RSI. You did not. Is this even bullish divergence? This is almost like a double bottom. What did this get to? Let me see. 27.35, 25.85, 25.99. Yeah, so you have. So this is, it's barely bullish divergence, but you got a higher low. I know it's going to be hard to draw, right? Higher low, lower low. That's easy to see, right? That's easy to see. So maybe that's something that PNG does. Maybe PNG, you've already set your low through here, right? You've already set your low. So maybe it kind of just drizzles down like this, and then goes, and then comes down again, and then goes, right? That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen for your bullish divergence to play out, and then you got a crazy move. It started everything, so it's forming. Bullish divergence is forming on the daily, which is good. Now you just have to find a freaking low. I kind of want to, you know what? I'm gonna take a bars pattern of this through here. I am gonna take a bars pattern because this is pretty leaky down through here. I just want to check this out, see if there's anything to this. So this is what we're hoping for PNG, right? We're hoping for, reversal, and then continuation to the upside, not just a rejection, right? Not just a rejection. Something like this. Something like that. All right. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it's just an idea. Something like this. I don't know. I don't know, but that's kind of what you'd like to see happen. Right? I mean, you can even have this like this right through here. Something like that. Something like this to happen, right? Where you're forming, bullish divergence, bullish divergence, bullish divergence. And even through here, bullish divergence, right? So you're getting a higher, hopefully you're getting higher lows on RSI, but you're getting lower low, lower low, lower low. All right, so your RSI would look something like this, right? You come down a little bit, you spike up, and you come down, something like that, right? And then you still are getting a lower low, but you're building bullish momentum, bullish divergence. And then you go, and then you go. So I'm looking for like a pump. I'm looking for like a, you got to get like a 1-2 or like some kind of pump. You got to get some kind of pump and then come back down and then start to work. Okay. 4 hour, this thing is probably going to be, this thing's going to be all over the place, right? This thing's going to be all over the place. Haven't done PNG in a while. We'll just take that off for now. 16 cents. I mean, that was an area we were just looking for. And we'll do 13 cents. We can keep that on here. Sure, why not? The 10 cents. And then that's a drawing. Okay. 4258. We can hopefully get into, is this only on the 4 hour? It's on the weekly, everything. Trying to have it, 9, 12. We'll go 12 on the hourly. Cool. Okay, so from this low to high, right, let's kind of see. Maybe we can get something a little in between here, right? Let's get a level in between there. Go from this low to this high through there. Boom, boom. I don't know how I feel about that because it's such a high wick. Didn't really respect anything. Maybe we take the wick where it wasn't a fake out. It's interesting. I'm down through there. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I know I think out loud a lot, but I'm trying to get an idea of what the heck this whole move is doing. Right, this 1618 is at that 57. That 5758 was some like a very high interest level. And let's take this right through here. $4.9. I reject this. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna move this 12. I know the 12 is up there. I kind of like the 12 up there. 9. There's just, see, the thing is when you get so oversold, when you get so low on an asset, right? It's just you know, the prices, the ranges just keep going to the downside or to the upside, right? They keep moving. It's not something static. You know, I 4.9. We'll put that in there. I like 4.9. There we go. There we go. 4.9. That's kind of your target for now, or back up to 5.8. And overall, right? I mean, I really threw this from this low to high, and even we can even take it through here, right? Through this low to high. Really want to see this thing get up above 8.4. That's almost 100% move though. There has to, you know, it's the fact that this thing has just sold off so much. You know, this last close, I know this last close is at 7.8. You know, it's 7.9 is the 0.5, 7.8. Like right there. Let's check that out. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I like that. I like that. So here we go. So we got some levels to the upside. At this point, this is a green. At this point, that's a first area of, and we'll get to that, but that's a first area of a take if you know, if that's something that you're interested in, right? I'm not a financial advisor. This is financial advice, but these are the levels I would have for PNG, updated levels. Right, you're in between your zone. You're building bullish divergence, but you can still get lower price action. You know, possibly come up through here, reject. It's right next to the 200. You know, and then the thing is, if this is, I don't want this to take this 4.9 level yet, because I want this to run up and then take this on the way down, have triple bullish divergence, right? Have triple bullish divergence, and you're not, you know, because if you take this now and then you come up and then you know, you do your, you repeat what you've done last time or something similar, then you'd come down again and take this out. Could be even fast, could be fast, could just be like boom, you know, quick, very quick. So, you know, I'd like to see a bounce from here, some kind of reversal. Maybe hold here for today and start going up Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, you know, middle of Tuesday, something like that. Start off the week a little bit bearish and then move your way up. You know, so far it's been a pretty bearish week. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. That's kind of what I got for PNG. Like, it's just, you know, there's just a lot, there's a lot of downside that has happened. And, you know, it's just, like I said, you're building bullish divergence. You got bullish divergence on the Fu Manchu. You got bullish divergence on the RSI. Right here. 4 hour. You got it on the daily. You got it on the weekly. I mean, you got bullish divergence everywhere. Snap of the fingers, this thing will go crazy because it's a $12 million asset. You know, so as always, you know, have a plan. Stick to your plan. This isn't financial advice. These are just levels that, you know, I would look to and possibly alter my trades. You know, areas of interest that, you know, I want to know what the price is doing at these levels. You know, is it rejecting? Is it bouncing? Things like that. So, as always, I thank you for your time. I thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.